Previously on Selling Zatara.
After a really rough 450-mile roller coaster ride from the Marquesas to the Tuamotus, we spent a relaxing few weeks enjoying the aqua blue waters of Rairoya and Fakarava, and enjoyed a couple of weeks on the water and under the water.
I tell you a story about me and you, out on the water, surrounded by the blue. They scream that only I'll be saved. They toss off the line, but I just let it float away. Yeah, I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away. Float away, float away. Yeah, I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away.
When we sailed across the Caribbean, I realized that we needed a downwind sail. So we ordered an asymmetrical sail from Doyle Sailmakers. We ordered it back in Panama, and I had them ship it to the Marquesas.
Okay, whatever, bye. You already got it up.
I was excited to have it, so we decided to go ahead and
easy.
hoist it up and see what it looked like. It comes in we have a sock with it, or a dowser, or I don't know what they call it. We call it a sock.
I'm going to see what it looks like out.
We hoisted it up, looked at it, and then we put it back. We're getting ready to put our asymmetrical up. Just came through the North Pass of Fakarava. We're headed to Tahiti. We've got about 14 to 15 knots of true wind speed. And we're going to try the asymmetrical and see how she does. If not, we'll go back to goose winging it. Putting our asymmetrical out is pretty simple. It comes in a bag, a sail bag, and what we do is we take the tack, the clue, and the head of the sail are all at the top of the sail. They're the last things you put in the bag. So you hook your tack up, and you hook your clue up, and then you hook your head up, and then the snuffer lines that run on the sock, I tie them off to a cleat so they don't have, the sail doesn't deploy accidentally, and then we winch up the sail. It takes a minute to get the sail up in the air, and I had to use the winch to get it up there quicker. The hand winch takes too long, wears everybody out because it's a one-to-one halyard. We've learned after doing it several times that as I raise the sock, if she'll sheet in on the sheet, that it will the sail will come out and won't luff too much and flop and make lots of noise and be scary.
You ready to let loose if we tip? You're a little too close, Ben. Can you back up? Awesome. All right, that's good, Ben. All right, so now I got the spinnaker out. That was easy.
Yeah, 7 knots, 34 hours. But the wind's going to die down here later today.
34 hours? That's tomorrow night.
I know, but the wind's going to die down between now and then. And we'll make hay while the sun is shining.
6 knots? 7 knots, engine is off.
Not my ship.
Everybody can go back to bed.
3 hours.
What are you doing up there, Renee?
I was videotaping our spinnaker.
Yeah, asymmetrical.
Isn't it big and pretty?
So we got the asym out. It's nice going downwind because it just floats out there. And the boat just goes really nice. No flogging, no self-flogging in the roll.
It's quieter.
Quiet. We're just rolling along here. I like it.
So many different oceans, different motions. You know where I'll just set adrift. So many different seasons, different reasons. But you know it's all in one day. Some like to move, some like to groove. It don't really matter anyway. Some take a chance, some take a stance.
We got some storms on the horizon today. So we are anticipating some wet weather. So we've put all the cushions away, we put all the electronics away, He's, I think, gonna put on a little bit of main. We don't have much wind though. So we're gonna motor through it, but keep a little bit of, I don't know, mainsail up maybe for balance.
Prep the boat in case we're about 60 miles off the coast of Tahiti. And we're motoring because there's dead calm, but there's some ominous looking clouds in the front, which is from a major wind stuff pushing up from the south, from New Zealand. So we're just taking precautions. Maybe nothing. It may turn out to be just nothing. I got a Dr. Pepper, I'll be good.
So we found some beautiful romaine lettuce in Whakarava. And I'm so excited to have some actual produce.
It's really good.
Oh, and it looks fresh and clean. We're on our way to Tahiti. We're excited about getting into a marina, getting a laundromat to wash my comforter. It's nasty,
Mine is
it's sweaty and salty, and get some more provisioning. We're kind of getting low on food, and have unlimited water, unlimited electricity, Wi-Fi. It's gonna be so awesome. I don't know if we'll leave Tahiti. We might just stay there forever.
Let's just move to Tahiti.
Well, we've made it to Tahiti. About, let's see, 6:30 in the morning. We are heading into the marina. Hopefully they'll have a berth for us. It's first come, first serve at Marina de Papiti. Now we'll go down to the other anchor area. Easy sail down here. I had to motor the last 12 hours, 13 hours, because there's just no wind. I mean, zero wind. So it's just a nice slow motor all night long. We could have gotten here sooner, but we had to slow down and get here tonight. Everything's in good shape. Let's see what this is all about.
So we made it to Tahiti this morning. It's 7 o'clock on, I don't know, June 17th, I think. And we launched the dinghy to go in there and find us a spot at a marina. We didn't make reservations. We did get a spot at a marina. However, I didn't get any video of Tahiti. It's very industrialized and very busy. So we ended up exploring the city, shopping a little, and eating at McDonald's way too much.
We found a spot.
Good.
They may make us move.
They will make.
We only spent a week here because the marina's generator went out shortly after we got there, so water and electricity was non-existent. I didn't even get to wash my comforter or use their laundry facilities. Tahiti was a nice place to get done what we needed to get done, and then we moved on.
It's you and me, yeah. Oh, it's you and me.
Oh, hello there, y'all. We figured we'd put together another video for you guys on lessons learned, different things, different comments.
We're in Tahiti right now,
Yes, Tahiti.
and I had different expectations of Tahiti. I thought that it would be very tropical, and at least in Papeete, where we're at in the marina, it's obviously, you can see it's very industrialized,
It's
very
nice.
busy. Yeah, it's nice. It's just very busy, very expensive. But it's been good for us to get Wi-Fi. We've got some videos uploaded, and the kids were able to text their friends, and so it's been a good experience, but we're kind of ready to move on.
The Pacific crossing was relatively easy. It was not hard. It was very easy. One thing you want to leave if you're going to be sailing downwind, and I didn't know this, I probably should have known it, but I didn't. You need a downwind sail. You need a spinnaker, or an asymmetrical, or a cruising chute, but you definitely need a downwind sail. And we didn't have one. We ended up going goose wing the whole time, most of the time after our code zero broke. And once we fixed the code zero, the winds shifted, so it was direct downwind sailing, and goose winging it, which is the main to one side and the jib out pulled out to the other, worked really well as long as we had winds of 13 knots and above. Below 13 knots, because the rolling of the boat, it caused the sails to flog, and it was very annoying. So having a good light wind downwind sail is a must on a downwind sailing across the Pacific. Internet's hard to find. good internet to upload videos is hard to find, so that's why we've been delayed on videos.
Yeah, internet's different for downloading stuff or texting and posting pictures and actually uploading a whole video. It takes us about 2 days. Here in Tahiti, it's taken about 2 days to get one video uploaded that's about a 10-minute video. So we've been here a week just uploading videos.
We got a lot of feedback on Galapagos. Some of it was negative. We did a lot of planning before we went into Galapagos and talking to the agents and the different people in Galapagos and what we thought we could do and what we couldn't do turned out to be 2 different things from what the agent was telling us and so forth. Galapagos is a beautiful place, wonderful, wonderful place, but for a family of 6 it was very, very expensive. We're very environmentally friendly. We're not American tourists who want to go climb all over everything and hurt the environment, hurt the diving sites. Bonaire in the Caribbean is a great example of how to take a diving community and a diving spot and make it where it's cruiser friendly. And by that I mean they had dive buoys everywhere so the boat could anchor on the dive buoy or more on the dive buoy and go diving and not disturb the coral. And it had beautiful corals and beautiful things. Second, they could do that in the Galapagos, but they don't. Number 2, we didn't have a problem paying a guide. If I could pay a guide $150 a day and he would go with us on our boat and take us out to the corals and the different dive sites and make sure that we weren't disturbing the environment and make sure that we were taking care of things, that would be fine. But the reality of it is it's a communist regime and they do not want cruisers there. They want tourists that come in and use all their services, and that's the way the Galapagos is. I mean, it was disappointing to us because we're an adventure family, but when you take 6 people on board times $150 a dive, that's almost $1,000 every time we dive, and that's not what we signed up for, and it was disappointing a little bit, but you know, lesson learned. But it's a beautiful place. It's very, very well, you know, it's isolated, it's really neat, but just wasn't worth the return on investment for us wasn't there for what we had to spend. But we loved it. It was beautiful, beautiful place. Just the bureaucracy and the government. Everybody wants to think they're about the environment and the ecology and the animals, but they're really not. They're more about putting money back in Ecuador and back in that part of the world. And that's what I have to say about Galapagos. If you like our videos, please subscribe. We've got about, when we look at analytics on Google and stuff like that, we recognize that over 50% of the people who watch our videos aren't subscribed, and we'd sure appreciate if you guys would subscribe. It sure helps us out.
Sometimes when I get discouraged, like on that crossing, there was some hard times on that crossing. 3 weeks on the water is, there was some tough times, but
we nearly had to throw her overboard. She nearly went overboard.
Well, when you see a lot of people that, like you guys, that want to go sailing or that encouraging us, that want to take your family and do this, and you're kind of watching what we do, it helps to keep us motivated to keep going and to push through the hard times. And so the kids are doing a whole lot better. I know a lot of you've asked about our children, and since we met the teenager boat, the teenagers have had a completely different perspective on sailing in general and learning how to sail and getting involved with everything. And then the little kids make friends all over the place. We've had kids on our boat for the past week since we got here to Tahiti, and it's great and I love it most of the time. Oh, I wanted to talk about intros. So we've done and redone our intro many times, and I'm really happy with the way it is now, but I know a lot of people don't like long intros. Even Anna was saying that it's just too long, it's too long. But when I grew up in the 80s and 90s, when we watched a TV show or a sitcom, the intro was what brought people together. You'd hear the jingle on TV, and you'd come running out of the rooms, and you'd know that your favorite show's coming on, and you know the characters' names, you know the actors, and you sing the songs, you know, when you're off grocery shopping or whatever. And so it's just kind of a, I don't know, the spirit of the movie or the show that kind of sets the mood. The intro sets the mood for the show. So I don't know, I like it, and you're welcome to skip past it. But as our kids age and you know, have birthdays, obviously Finn and Kate, if you watched our intro, they both had a birthday, and so I just like to update that sometimes in the pictures because everybody changes. He gets better looking.
Yes. So another thing you guys are probably going to be disappointed is I am definitely looking at catamarans, and I don't know that we're going to get one, but After sailing over, almost 8,000 miles in a monohull, I love the monohull. I love how it sails. I love the points of sail it can do. But for a family of 6, living out here all the time, it's very, this boat has plenty of room, but in order to get that room, it had to sacrifice a lot of the components have to be really small and compact, and they have to go in tight places that are hard to work on, and they're small. So that means that if you're running them all the time and a family of 6 is using all those components all the time, in my mind, you're taxing those systems. So I'm looking at upgrading to a Cat that's got bigger systems on it, and better, not bigger systems, but more heavy-duty systems and more solar power. And one of the lessons learned, you need all the solar you can stick on a boat. If you're going to do this, you want more solar than you need. Whatever you think you need, double that, and you're going to be in good shape. Lithium-ion batteries, do those. I don't like running the generator all the time. I love having, when the solar works, it's working great. And so, as you can hear, our kids and the boat kids are all coming back here swarming the boat. You can see them jumping, and we're going to have a shooting fest here in a minute. We're going to see who can shoot each other into the water. Yeah.
Here's your gun.
There, we appreciate you watching our videos, and please subscribe, because it makes all the difference in the world. Thank you so much.
Bye. Join us next time as we explore the Society Islands and become truly grateful for our shallow draft. And watch as Jack may or may not do a backflip off the spreader.